Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to the 11th episode of the Project Zomboid series on Ash Williams that originally aired live on Twitch. Let's get started. So before we start, I just wanted to sort of recap what happened last stream. I figured we stand a recap. So let me pause a little bit. So what we were working on, we have basically secured the, I can't show it to you. That's kind of a problem. But we've secured this warehouse that we're currently in. We have, at the very end of last episode, we sort of scouted out the town. And the town is not safe. It is, all of the zombies are in kind of big clusters. And that's a bit of a problem, you know, being in nasty big clusters. So we have also secured the gas station that is just over yonder, you know, just across the street. Some of the big projects that we're working on, we can't really secure this base until we have our carpentry hire. And sort of the idea with the carpentry and the issue with carpentry is we're really not going to be able to get a carpentry hire easily without some additional skill books. So we're missing an advanced skill book. We have the expert and masterwork, but we just don't have the advanced. I also have almost no semblance of organization in this base. It's just one giant pile of stuff that we've shoved in, so that's another issue that we're going to have to address. I will be keeping the channel point redemptions for sort of like goal ideas off for the first half hour or so. We'll see exactly what the time frame there is, just because I think I'm going to be trying to secure the area and working towards getting an advanced book. But then we'll open it up and you guys can decide on sort of where we go from there. What else? I need to unpause some channel point redemptions. Yep, of course. And we'll get going. So one of the first things I want to do is head on next door. We've been sort of trying to deal with the clearing and searching the storage facility. When we went in there, of course, we set off a rather loud alarm. Come on, Yoda, you gotta take it. You can't be hands-off on a game like this. And we set off an alarm, and that was a bit of a problem because everybody came running. My lead pipe is in not fantastic condition. But we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Yeah, with all of this mist, you'd think it'd be Silent Hill. You'd be forgiven for thinking that for sure. Now, a lot of these doors here, I'm actually not even sure how to open these doors without a sledgehammer. Oh, here, disassemble door. Oh, but that's that door. Oh, great. It's a conference room. There is the other issue of we're almost certainly going to lose power this stream. Like, I just don't see a way that that doesn't happen. Wow, this is nice. I got so many comments. I don't know why. People thought, I guess, my water amount was bad, but so many comments about, hey, you can empty paint buckets. Not so many, but quite a few comments. Like, paint bucket, paint bucket. It's like, I know. I'm aware. This isn't my first run. I just, I didn't think water was all that, you know, immediate need and all. But given that I'm not really... There is something to be said for, it would be wise of me to try to save up my my garbage bags for when I've got the carpenter skill to really take advantage of the garbage bags, right? So, like, I get it. You know, it would be good. So I've not fully searched this. I like lead pipes more than metal pipes because they're stronger. Another propane torch is always good. Snow shovels are pretty good weapons, actually, but... And same with baseball bats and trowels and all this stuff. And a gas can that is full. I don't think I'm really going to need gas cans all that much because, you know, we've got a gas station at our disposal. You are welcome for me getting you addicted to this game, Emrys. I'm glad you like it, like I like it. Died about 100 times? Yes, that's actually one of the questions I get on YouTube a lot, which is like, how easy is it to get into this game? And my typical answer is sort of like, in most video games does not have you practice patience, right? There's not a lot of video games that it's like, hey, don't do anything. Just wait. Just chill. You know what I mean? Like, most video games are like, run and run and run and gun and gun and gun. And there's not a lot of video games that are like, hey, if you're patient, like, it'll pay off. And to that end, Project Zomboid is one of these interesting games where, like, impatient players die constantly. And there's a bit of an issue because for me to be entertaining, and I think YouTube comments forgets this about a lot, and that's why I have the sort of user-driven content and a lot of disclaimers when I post these to YouTube of like, look, this is a live stream, so I know that, like, you know, installing and uninstalling light bulbs as headlights for like multiple hours is the way to level up your mechanics skill, but like, ain't nobody on Twitch want to see that. Like, I'm not trying to bore people to death. You know, it's very, very easy to forget that in being a Twitch series, there is some requirements for, you know, keeping it fresh and interesting. I absolutely... Oh, yeah, there you are. I was going to say, absolutely hear a shambler behind me. Can you have a 5-hour light bulb stream? I mean, here's the thing. If you all voted for me to, like, grind my mechanics skill, hell or high water, I would do it. I do, and I think you know this, I do respect the, you know, the democracy of the channel. So if the majority of you are like, yeah, we want to see you do this mundane, painstaking, pointless, nearly pointless task for an unbelievably long period of time, I feel like people on YouTube would hate you for, like, voting that way, but, like, I wouldn't say no necessarily. I would just warn you that it will be boring. But yeah, of course, everything in this game is a long grind. Like, everything takes a long time in Zomboid, and that's just how it is. And people that are patient and wait do well, and people that do not wait and are not patient don't do well. Do we have a normal bed? We do not. No, we have a we have a couch. Hello, zombie. I see you on the other side. Astronaut, thanks for the resub. And Matt, thanks for all the bits. And Glitch, of course. And that kicks off the hype train. Glitch always with the hype train dunk. Well, that was a quick, relatively painless trip where we got a ton of buckets that I'll put out for rain. I do think that there's a lot of buckets in the crates that are already in my base. Oh wow, look at these piles of bodies. Hey Sin, thank you too. All of you. Don't worry about hype train though. Don't let you be fooled. I'm here to hang out with you first and foremost. And despite that, Amaris, thanks for the sub, and Dub for 4 more bits. I should spell something with my paint bucket, shouldn't I? Spell like Ash, Fat Ashley. It's funny, I was talking about this series, and I think a lot of people don't realize that Ash from Evil Dead's real name, or full name, was Ashley Joanna. So, of course, that is in the title of the stream right now, because I think people didn't realize that, and it's pretty funny. You know, that is not maybe the preferred name that a man would want to have. But hey, I did leave a generator. I didn't have the carry weight. Plus, I have a generator here already. So I wasn't all that worried about taking it. Just knowing that it's there is fine, in my opinion. But But yeah, don't worry. I saw the generator. Just generators weigh a ton. And F-Dog and Angrax, thanks for resub. Over a full year now, an MVP. How's that? We're not going to talk about the day of the day that today is, in case you all hate it as much as you'd rightfully hate it. A Boy Named Sue? Yeah, I know that country song. And there's nothing wrong. I actually know an Ashley in real life that's male. Who is male? Not that. Nothing like pouring paint all over the grounds here. On the Bloody Valentine. I like that. So, Dodd, my series that I play is determined by popular vote. So, all of the games and the mods therein are sort of crowdsourced, primarily from my Twitch subs and my Patreon patrons, and then voted on in polls to determine what I play. So anytime I get questions of like, will you do X, Y, or Z, I usually reference the fact that I, in a way, don't even choose my own series. My viewers do. So there are some Twitch streams that like I will I'll make the decision, but most of the time, especially for YouTube, it's just crowdsourced, entirely crowdsourced. And Klein just linked you a link if you want to watch a 2-minute video about that. But TLDW, I play what you guys vote for me to play. So, Zomboid here won significantly in the polls a while back. And what I did is, at first, I did a practice series to get better at it. I did a few, actually, practice series. I did a fire station series where I did a lot of save scumming. I did a short jaunt series right before this one. And then this series, which I hope to carry out to sort of a later date. Did I just disassemble a crate and just fail? It just like didn't work. This is the first one you've watched? What's funny is I don't feel like I'm an expert about Project Zomboid yet. Like, given the depth of knowledge I have for a game like RimWorld, I feel like I've just barely scratched the surface of Zomboid. Enough to survive, like, decently, but I still feel like a Zomboid noob. That's probably a good thing, because this is one of those games where, like, if you feel like you're sitting on high and untouchable, you die pretty quick. So, feeling newbie to it is probably a healthy thing to feel. But I'm also very much the type of player that it's like, if I don't understand something, I try to find answers. It's like the first thing I do. Oh, it's time for me to have a smoke. But I am glad you enjoy it. Terror Kittens, thanks for the bits. And Sky for the ridiculous sub train that you just continue on. You can just kick back and sit on your laurels at this point. Like, if you do nothing else in 2021, we're good. The game results we're in? Yeah, I'm actually probably tonight or tomorrow. Actually, more likely tomorrow. I'm going to put up another game poll about midweek streams. The last poll I had, there was a lot of good entries about what I should play midweek, but it wasn't necessarily definitive, so I'd be looking for somewhat of a definitive answer. Like, hey, what should I play next? Because you can tell me. You can tell me these things. Here, I remember to smoke in a closed room with gas cans near me. Check. I've done that. Luckily, the game mechanics are a little kinder. But absolutely. In fact, well, another hydrate. In fact, when we were pumping gas for this car to fuel it up, I had that thought when I was smoking of like, I shouldn't smoke near a gas station. I mean, obviously it doesn't matter because this game is, you know, you can smoke near gas stations. It's not that big of a deal. Hey, Sifi, I'm ruining your name, but thanks for the sub and the follow. And I hope you enjoy the Otacam. So my little dude here, it's what, 3 in the afternoon and I'm already tired? And I'm hungry? That's not good. That's not good at all. I don't think there's anything low-cal. So YouTube comments did mention a few times that I should eat berries from the forest. Now here's one of the problems. Without reading an herbalism book, you don't know what is poison berries. And my character that I got here has a weak stomach. So it's actually quite easy to die from bad berries. So I definitely want to be careful about just eating random berries. And I don't want more comments of like, hey, a good weight loss is to eat berries from the forest. It's like, yeah, I know. And salads, and yeah, I know how to lose weight. I just don't have, you know, without that sledgehammer I want and my carpenter skills, I can't really secure the roof. You know, I can't live up top. And not being able to live up top means I don't have a good source of healthy food. I'm sort of stuck with like mutton chops and I've been eating canned soup because canned soup is pretty good, but ooh, my electrics just leveled up. But I don't love consuming non-perishables because there's a finite amount of non-perishables and I don't want to, you know, get rid of all that. Still waiting on Barbie Dreamhouse. I actually played a bit of a Barbie game and then I gave it a massive thumbs down because thank you, Alcoco. Cheers. Because it was a game. It was the game obviously geared towards like little children, but it was so full of microtransactions it was sickening. Like, and for microtransactions that didn't even make sense. Like even adult games wouldn't have these level of microtransactions. It was like, here's a coloring book. Like the first thing that you can color in is free. Every other coloring page, which takes like probably 3 seconds from a designer to make, costs you money. It was so predatory. It made me angry. I could not believe how terrible it was. I mean, it's the same reason why a lot of the COPPA laws. I mean, there was a ton of people on YouTube flipping out about this, and you know, and even in my Discord channel, which if you hit !Discord, you can join if you want. Even my Discord channel, they were panicking on my behalf about like, oh no, the COPPA laws are being enforced. The COPPA laws are being enforced. And I'm like, man, no, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter for me because my audience is not under 13. But there was a really good reason for the COPPA laws to be reinforced because if anyone's done like enough deep search of YouTube, you would know that there is a lot of like children videos that are totally inappropriate. They're like, you know, demonic and sadist and just they're honestly horrible, and they were all flying under the radar. I mean, I know it's hard. YouTube's massive and it's, you know, they can't police everything, but the videos that were up there were were so terrible that when the COPPA laws were being enforced, you know, most YouTubers' reactions were like, oh no, my like revenue stream, and my reaction was good. Like, thank goodness. I would not want to submit children to this like, you know, mental garbage. All right, so hopefully it rains soon because I have all my paint buckets out in a blob. Let's actually check it on that rain. Now the other struggle is I don't know whether to continue looting or just like take a nap because it's 5 p.m. I think probably what's best is if I like go to sleep somewhere or read a book somewhere safe. That's probably my safest bet. So I believe I left all my books over here. And El Coco, thanks for all the gifted subs. And Angrax for the gifted sub as well. Choo choo, right? Choo choo. I'll avoid using the pink light. I think it might be triggering for today. Now, you know, it helps for me to be near the radio to actually, well, I don't know. All right, I'll just zoom out. And I said I'd avoid the pink light and then left it on. Let's go ahead and read the metalwork for beginners. Oh, I feel like I hear something outside. A pet Yoda. And the DJ. Galambos. Thanks for the sub. Do you DJ on Twitch? I know with all of the DMCA and active scanning that's been going on, there was also quite the stir about trying to DJ on Twitch and how challenging it is. Hey, Nardo. Okay, I thought I heard footsteps or crunching or something. Man, I cannot wait until I live on the second floor of a building. And I'm not constantly on, like, high alert. Because once we live on the second floor, nothing can bite us. Alright, clear skies. Made for a really, really fun game, but not good for filling my paint buckets full of water. Yoda, you're gonna get a treat for free. Haha, yeah. So I'm still... As long as I live on the ground floor, I want to be very, very careful about fast forward reading, because it already did me in once, right? I got scratched up. I got lucky that it didn't get infected or whatever, but I don't want to do that again. You watched my Birth of a Hive series in a week. Wow. Dang. Is it worth reinforcing windows on the ground floor by chopping trees? Crasham, that is an excellent question. The problem is, all right, so here is the thing. If you hit map and you take a look at it is called Large Warehouse in West Point. There is, let me count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 potential windows, ground floor windows, that I would need to reinforce times 4. It is a ridiculous amount of material. So I'm not saying it's not worth it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying because it would take me an hour or two of real life time, and because it doesn't offer any benefits once I live on the second floor, it might not be worth it. But the other thing is, the act of making all of those barricades and cutting all that wood would level up my carpentry skill. But I don't think it would level up my carpentry skill as fast as it would if I was going into people's houses and disassembling their nice beds. That would level me up quicker. So it's probably a really good thing to do, but it's probably kind of a poor use of my own time. So it's like because I have, it is right now July 24th, and I have a limited amount of food. Power will turn off soon, although I do have a generator, and that's fine. I have a car that's very broken down, that has damaged everything. You know, there's just a lot of other pressing things, and if I found an advanced carpentry book, that would solve a lot of them. So, did I? Oh, yeah, I stopped reading. So I think my plan is to try however I can to get an advanced carpentry book. The question is, where am I going to get it? Because this town is infested. Can I break the crates to get wood? Yes, but as you can see, sometimes you just get scrap wood and you can't really... You can burn scrap wood, but you can't build with it. Yeah, I should be going around getting all the fresh produce and stuff like that and filling my freezers, but then I also want somewhere that I can call home. And there's other issues with this base. I don't have a stove, so I can't cook very much. I don't have a good refrigerator. I don't have security. I don't have a bed. You know? If you remember correctly, the bookstore was not overcrowded. It wasn't that bad, but the approach to it was pretty bad, and this vehicle could probably not take too much beating. This vehicle is going to fall apart. Now, YouTube did have the advice of, hey, use like watches and alarms and like cop car sirens and stuff like that to lure zombies away, and that's a really, really good plan. My feeling, however, is that our hero here... Really? More cigarettes? Dude, you've got a problem. Our hero here, we're Ash, right? We're supposed to be zombie slaying Ash, not lure them into the forest and set them on fire with a Molotov. Well, I don't know. We could do a little bit of that too. I don't really like fire in this game though. Just a personal preference because I find that fire is so easy to get you super murdered. Yeah, I really need to work on my carpentry, and I'm not gonna be able to level up my carpentry without well, I can level up my carpentry without the carpentry book, but it's just gonna be, it's hard mode, right? I'd rather just it would be ideal for me to level up my carpentry reading the book, and I'd level up a lot faster. I definitely need a suicide vehicle, and I agree with you on that. Yeah, and I have keys to a lot of other vehicles, and I could put my Wow, really? That wasn't enough food for you, fatty? I could put my spare gasoline in this vehicle and use it to find other vehicles. I guess canned potato. Starchy, but I don't know. A lot of the canned goods that are vegetables that can grow later, I can eat now and not feel too bad about. Do I have a master carpentry book? No, I do, yes. I just don't have advanced. Last I checked. Let's see. I don't have any organization in this base, which is another problem. Except for that one that has all the gas. Metalwork, master carpentry, here it is. And I do have expert carpentry as well. I just don't have advanced. These are my advanced books. Okay, I'm going to try to go to sleep. And then let me take a look at the map right now. So just due north is a mini hotel. That might not be a terrible way to get ducks, because I also need to get ducks. And if you're wondering what the duck, just hit the, exclamation mark about, and you'll know why I want ducks. Ducks are the way I save scum. Is the TLDR. Come on, door. Let's go. Alright, so before I actually go to sleep, I am going to, I'm going to save. So in this series, we do have the ability to save scum, but only if I've collected enough ducks. I know, as odd as that sounds, this is just how we are doing it. So we gotta get our ducks up. Disassemble the beds in the hotel, quick XP. I agree, it would be even better XP if I had the advanced carpentry book read under my belt. So there's the issue, of course, of a lot of the ways that I could quickly level up carpentry. I might want to leave those methods, like all the beds in the hotel, to when I have the book, so I level up even more. More bang for my buck for what is available to me. Another thing I've noticed is, can you find books in the hotel? It's very unlikely, Stealthy, to find books in the hotel. Mostly you're going to find towels, soap, rubber duckies, but not usually books. They're everything, all the loot that you find in this game is all like random. But with that said, there is your chances go up and down depending on where you're looting. So like looting a construction site has a better chance for construction stuff. Looting a medical facility, you'll probably get medical supplies. Looting a, hotel or whatnot, you're going to get some clothing in the bureaus. You're going to get maybe some alarm clocks or radios on the dresser and nightstands. You'll get some towels for sure. Almost guaranteed you're going to find towels. But, ooh, an annotated map. I'm also tempted to fully explore the storage facility because I don't have another one big thing that I don't have. This is hey, it's West Point map. I saw a guy die. Someone can help you near the school. No, I've already been in that house. And gun store, yeah, I already knew that. Alright, useless map. Poor Jolene. I need to raid a Bed Bath & Beyond for ducks. Then I'd just be immortal. It'd be awesome. Also, wouldn't be a terrible idea to grab all the water that I could find, so I don't have to do too much water collection. I can just sort of rely on water supplies. Oh, I think I'm already seen. Yeah, I'm already seen. But another... Oop, that's not good. Another good thing for me to do is just to clear out my neighborhood. Because West Point is the most populous, or most densely populated with zombies city. But with that said, I do have zombie respawns off, so there is technically a finite amount. Yep, there we go. My stealth just leveled up. I like your coveralls. Ooh, and that denim shirt. Yes, please. Denim shirts are currently my best possible undershirt armor. What else did I just level up? The hell? Okay, sneaking. Oh, maybe light-footed. Yeah, probably light-footed. But with that said, all these zombies just saw me, so apparently I'm not a very good light-foot. Oh, for real? Oh, I'm fine. It probably just did damage to the armor. Alright. Inspecting armor. No damage. What about to the t-shirt? Nope. The leather jacket got damaged in the upper right arm. So without that leather jacket, I might have been bit. Meaning that I'm going to need to do a considerable amount of tailoring, given the amount of leather. Okay, so here is a perfectly intact replacement jacket, I think. Yep, perfectly intact replacement jacket. The thing is, my current jacket has all the benefits of leather straps stitched in, and the replacement jacket does not. That level up sound is like earth-shattering, I know. It is so loud, it's ridiculous. Was that a donation? Because I don't see it on my overlay as an announcement. I'm really bad about having my donation window up. You love co-op with Zero and Cheese? You can expect a continuation of that run in 29 hours or something like that. You can go to Rhadamant.com/Twitch and it will have a countdown timer. But I'll be doing that tomorrow, actually. tomorrow night. Not as loud as the microwave. Not as loud as my first car that I had in my first series. You remember that car with the bad muffler? Oh my god, that thing was deafening. Blew out my eardrums. So what I'm doing is I'm stripping these zombies for the chance at getting thread recovered from when I cut their clothing up. And so that I can make a new leather jacket, because I've ruined this one. I let them take a little nibble on me. It's also just funny to like make a bunch of naked zombies. Boom. All right, 4 thread. That's pretty good. I can't improve this leather jacket until I have a needle. If I was playing real smart, I would go home and fix up a new jacket. But I'm not playing real smart. So. How heavy am I? Oh, I've got a lot of weight. Maybe I'll just pick up this water. I'll probably not going to get out to the motel this time. If I'm going out to the motel, I'll likely want all of the... all my armor intact in case of a little nibble. A fusion microwave? Yeah. Sounds like that. Hey, Ascendancy. You know, Ascendancy, you're never online when I end my streams. It makes it very difficult to raid you back. But thank you, sir. You're a legend. Welcome, raiders. I'm sure you've seen the channel before because he just keeps raiding me over and over. But welcome. I appreciate you here. How was your Dota games? You don't have a schedule? It's... I know how that is, man. I have a real tight schedule, and like even then, my sleep schedule's ruined. Like right now, I feel like I'm running on fumes, just because the wife accidentally woke me up at what I would consider an ungodly hour this morning, and I could not, for the life of me, get back to sleep. Not her fault. Occupied. All right, so I did say that I'll probably not get into the motel. Yeah, matchmaking is rough and toxic. Oh, I know. I don't play games with matchmaking anymore just because I don't like having toxic teammates. Should I? Maybe I should just bring back this I don't know. And just knowing this generator's here is probably enough. It's fine. I searched these others, right? Yeah. No, there's yet another generator. Well, I guess I don't need to worry too much about generator decay, given that I have 3 generators in my immediate vicinity. I almost live close enough to... Ooh, cigarettes. I almost live close enough to the gas station to not even need to keep it fueled because I live so close. Another propane torch, a sack. Yeah, this is generator district for sure. Hand scythes are like fun weapons because they do high damage. If you're wondering why I'm using a lead pipe, the lead pipe is the highest DPS one-hand blunt. And it also happens to be the highest durability in the game. Tied with a bunch of other stuff, but in this game, durability is measured on a scale of like 1 to 15, and the lead pipe is a 15, which is like the most durable that you can get. So that is why you'll see me packing a lead pipe a lot, and because it's one-hander but still does pretty good damage, it allows you to not have your hands tied up. you know, if you need to hold something, like a gas can or something. So I could technically walk around with a gas can in one hand, reducing its weight, and then with a lead pipe in the other, and be just as effective. Which is pretty phenomenal. Pretty phenomenal. Yeah, it's not often known. The hand scythes here are the highest damaging one-hand blades, which is why I've been collecting them, in case I ever want to work on my blade skills. Oh, and here's another lead pipe. I'm going to attach it to my back, because my current one is broke as heck. It's not that broken, but trading up is nice. Yeah, if you go to the wiki and you check, like, the weapons, you can, with very little effort, because the wiki's pretty clearly written out, you can essentially see, like, all the things that are worth collecting or not, depending on their durabilities. Because there's a lot of weapons in these games that are, like, unexpectedly high damage that you would only really know if you check the wiki. I already have a welder's mask on my person. I actually have 2 of them in my possession, so that's why I didn't go for more. I've got one in my backpack here, and I've got one in a box back home in case I'm wearing my welder's mask and it gets knocked off my head because I'm attacked and I have to run. One for now and one for later. Oh, you know what I could have done? When I got attacked by that zombie, I could have just gone to protection and checked where I was lacking protection. That would have been a lot faster. It wouldn't have told me what article of clothing necessarily, but you can sort of deduce it. Because if it's like a lot of armor missing, it's likely your overcoat. It's likely your leather coat. I cannot wait until I have a sledgehammer so I can knock all of these storage containers open. A tent kit for a bed? Do they make better beds than a couch, though? I think, aren't they just average quality? I could be wrong. I don't use them very often. Can I get house keys? So, my guess is, and this is just a guess, that each individual storage container is its own individual house, quote-unquote. So, house keys wouldn't really help me, because the only way to really get house keys is to kill a zombie that is inside of the house. So for normal houses, that helps because it might open up some additional doors. But for storage containers, it's not really going to do anything for you. Because if you have access inside, well, you don't really need a key. Can I make a hammock? I don't know. Maybe. But again, I could be wrong. It could be that one house key links all of these buildings together. But all of that is moot if I find a sledgehammer and I'm just able to knock these doors down. Basically, sledgehammer destroys everything. Sledgehammer is just god tier item in this game. Without a sledgehammer, you are severely limited with what you're capable of doing. Alright, let's equip this as secondary. So it lightens the load a little. We are full up, and I'm headed home. I can disassemble them with welding gear? I can't, though. For whatever reason, I just can't. I know that you can disassemble regular metal doors with welding gear, but for these storage container doors, I'm right-clicking on them, they don't seem to work. As proof. Here, I'll do it again. There's no disassemble opportunities. Whereas there's dismantle opportunities for the doors. And the metal doors, these big ones, I can't dismantle. So there's some other options. There's a, just due north of me. Oh, there's a bunch of zombies waiting for me on the other side of the fence. Just due north of me, there's a, there's a construction site that might have a sledgehammer. Oh, did I try wearing the mask while opening the big doors? I could try, but again, I don't think that will work. I'll come back for the gasoline later. Hype kill. Hey, Trusted. How'd your stream go yesterday? I could pick up the can if I wanted to. It would just encumber me a little. What day are we at? 16-3. 16 hours, or 16 hours. 16 days, 3 hours. There, I got the can. And now that I'm holding a big old gas can, actually multiples of them, let's have a smoke. Oh yeah, just the average complete obliteration of your colony. Yep. Yep, that sounds about typical. Typical experience. Okay, creepy music, you could go away now. You can leave me alone. Red time. I should, if I'm smart, take all of these empty gas cans and group them all together, and then make a run to the gas station to fill them all up before the power gets cut. That would be the big brain play. But I don't know if I'm gonna do that anyway. Like, I can acknowledge that it's a smart idea and just be like, but I'm too lazy. But yeah, that would be the big brain play. For sure. Because once the power's cut, it's a little bit more annoying to get that done. You have to, you know, bring a generator over, and it's kind of a deal. What is the little brain play? The little brain play would be to, like, strip naked and run around in the open until you get bit. That's probably a little brain. Unless you survive, and then it's like somehow big brain circles back. I don't really know how that works, but... Oh man, my other lead pipe was basically used to decimation. Or, way further than decimation. Decimation sort of implies a 10th. But it was worse than that. Alright, here's another gas can. And in here, I'll put the empty gas cans that I have. Another thing I need to do is to fix my leather jacket scenario. God, look at all these paint buckets. YouTube's gonna shut up about this now, I think. I mean, they were just trying to be helpful. I gotta cut them some slack. But they're like, paint buckets, paint buckets. It's like, I don't know. I'll do it. Yeah, obliteration would be better. I think it's pretty safe to say that colloquially, or wow, I butchered that word, but people use decimated as like a way to express complete destruction, even though that's not what it means. So, no, whatever. Can I clean these? Yeah, I can clean these strips on rainwater. All right, let's do that. And Jim Bob, cheers for the bits 8 minutes ago. Yeah, decimate is 1 in 10, and I believe the word stems from when, I think it was Roman armies, when they invaded, they would kill 1 out of every 10 soldiers as like punishment for their defiance. So like, once they defeated an enemy, they would also decimate the enemy. And a 10th of the entire unit would get killed. Yeah, Roman legions, yeah. Look at me! Big brain. I know the etymology of words. Like I'm a dork. Yeah, who said the MCAT wouldn't come in handy? It did absolutely nothing for every single possible job interview that I've ever had in my life. But it allows me to know completely pointless knowledge years later where I would much rather make the room in my brain for, like, important birthdays and stuff, but nope. My brain's like, yeah, remember what decimate means, because that's going to be important ever in my life. Makes me well-spoken. I guess. It does serve to have a command of your own native tongue, but there's a fine line to walk between well-spoken and, like, a know-it-all, and I will happily admit I don't walk that line well all the time. Sometimes I just sound like a, you know. All right, let's remove the patches of my other jacket. Does this even level up my tailoring? All right, I'm at 70. Oh, yeah, it does. Cool. So, hypothetically, you could just patch, unpatch, just like mechanic. Yes, you could. Oh, but when you remove it, it destroys it. Got it. I'm not actually getting anything back for this. Well, when I cut clothing for, I'll only do this if you have me grind for tailoring skill. But one way to level this up like crazy is cut a bunch of clothing, install the crappy patches, you know, the rags and denim, and then just uninstall them, and you can easily, it's boring, but you could easily grind that skill. For sure. All right, let's clean the rest of these. Oh, I'm going to be out of water. So I have a lot of leather back, and then if you look at my protection, I'm back up to full because I've changed to the other coat. Dirty leather strips can't be cleaned? Why not? Here, let me put the bucket in my inventory. Okay, these are like cursed strips. I don't know. Maybe I can clean them on the water. I can clean them over here. Whatever. Yeah, I'm not a polyglot, so I can only sound so smart. I wish I spoke more than one language. Definitely wish that, but let's unpack this water dispenser. I probably don't need to carry around 250 units of water with me at all time. That's probably more weight than I want. These cigarettes don't weigh a lot, but if I start to build up like a supply of like hundreds of cigarettes, that might not make sense either. I'm a polyglot. Yeah. The gourmand polyglot. That is me. The eater of many foods. There should be a word, honestly, in English that is like someone that appreciates a wide variety of cuisine. I'm sure there is a word for that, and someone is going to go on to dictionary.com, look it up, and then pretend they knew it the whole time. So go for it, chat. Dazzle me with your wiki ability. I don't think it's gourmand. Well, I guess gourmand loosely fits, but that's probably not exactly what I had in mind. Omnivorous. I'm not a zoo animal. A connoisseur. Yeah, I don't know. Man, I am not getting a lot of food for my canned goods. I should stop that. So, we're about an hour in. I'm going to open up the channel port redemption for submit a goal or project. Now, I'm still going to just keep working on what I'm working on. I would say that we've cleared out the northern... We've cleared out the supply yard thing, this self-storage center. I don't think I can clear it out anymore without a sledgehammer. If you want me to try to wear a welder's mask ahead of time, I can, but like, I'm telling you it's not going to work. But I'm fine with proving it, because I feel like a lot of my YouTube videos are just me proving a point, which is cool. So if you do have an idea of things that you think I should work on, you are welcome to... Ooh, let's take that. You're welcome to submit it to me, and then I'll put a few of them into a poll, and we'll just vote on what I work on next. To give you some ideas, finding an advanced carpentry book, finding rubber duckies, repairing my vehicle, walling up the walls and doors that I might want walled up. You know, these are all pretty valid goals. Find a sledgehammer. Yeah, I'm probably headed to find a sledgehammer now, if I'm able. That's what I'll work on. No, I don't like that noise. I think it's still that same zombie that's following me. How's my diet? I'm still not losing weight. Secure the compound? Yeah, you could submit that. I mean, I did speak to that at the start of the stream about... We have about 16 windows to secure a compound, and they are, 4 boards each. You get 3 boards per log, and it would take me probably like multiple hours to fully secure it, and not for much benefit, because then I would just live on the second floor of the building anyway, and never have to have a secured first floor. It wouldn't be a terrible... Oh, they saw me. It wouldn't be a terrible idea to have a secured first floor in terms of my vehicle. You know, my vehicle bay. So I can do vehicle maintenance in relative security. But the entire building probably... I don't need that kind of space. Probably not. I think what I'll do is the lower corner of the large warehouse where the car bay is, the double car bay, I'll probably wall that off and then have ropes that lead to the second floor. Oh, and I missed a hydrate. My coffee's getting cold, though. Here you go, buddy. It would help raise my carpentry skill, but as I mentioned when I was talking about the cost of securing it, without an advanced carpentry book, it would be a lot of work for not the full benefit that I should receive. Look at that bandana. Oh, wait, you have 2 bandanas? Bandana bonanza right there. Here's another chance at a leather coat. Yep, I can tear that up. There's 2 types of leather jackets, and you have to make sure that you're wearing the correct one. One of them hangs low on your thighs and actually protects your upper thighs. The other one does not. So, these leather jackets here do not protect you the same. They have the same armor, so it will look like they have the same stats, but they don't. As you can see, they, Oh, yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. Side by side. Oh, no, yeah. Okay, this goes way higher and lower. Yeah, it's better coverage. For sure. I think this one might have better neck coverage, though. No, it's about the same. Okay, I'm going to tear this up. Yeah, if I got up to the roof, I could start farming, yes. That's sort of the idea. I think it's probably most important for me to work on trying to get... Oh, man, this... I don't know how easy it's going to be to get in there. I think it's probably most important for me to try to get to the second floor so I can start farming, so I can start organizing my loot. So I can be safe when I want to read or whatever. There's like a straight up swarm in these woods. I don't like it. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, there's a lot of zombies. Okay, I want whatever is growling at me in here. Hey, you. Psst. Hey, you. Oh, boy. Hi. Nope. Okay, my combat skills have gone to 0. I think because I'm panicked. Why are you so panicked, dude? You faced worse. There we go. Now I'm starting to get kill blows because the panic went away. Oh, doubles. All right, your watch is mine. Antidepressants. Leather jacket. Let's inspect it. No holes, so we'll keep it. I'm gonna have so many spare leather jackets. I'll be super prepared. One thing I do need is considerable amounts of thread that I just don't have, but I'm not that worried. There's gonna be more for us to kill and strip. This dude needs to work on leg day. You got little, tiny little toothpick legs. Thank you for watching the 11th episode of the Ash Williams Project Zomboid series. If you would like to catch a live stream, Rhadamant.com or twitch.tv/Rhadamant5186 is the way to catch one. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. But keep in mind that there are a whole mess of hours left yet to air from this series, and also it's a Twitch series, so I'm more focused on entertainment than min-maxing and that kind of sort of thing. I'll catch you all next episode. Farewell, everybody.